LTC, we start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if you refer to my last analysis, since the price was within exactly here, I give an update for those traders. They get the trade from here. They move their stop loss or take out in the profit, because we mentioned we are expecting to get one more drop, but we were expecting the price move a bit higher, at least tag 167.5 before we get the next drop. As we can see, the price almost near to what we expected, and then we see this down move. But beside that, no one see what's the next, because we mentioned if anyone wants to get the trade by having a trade above this, we need to see the continuation as a short move with the price tag. We see it's not moving in the first or maximum second hours, you take out the trade. That means that they should take, if anyone get the trade by having a trade above this, they should take out in a small loss. All right. That's why I mentioned it's very risky, because if we refer to the indicators, we see we had a divergence. No one see what's the next. We get the one more drop due to a news, and most of the chart that we have the similar movement. And now we move to daily chart. You want to see what's the next. First of all, as we can see, based on daily chart, all right, we are within this correction. And still we can expect this one turn to a more complex correction, fall flat before we get the drop, before we get the reversal. We mentioned we need to be quite careful about this option. And right now I say, if we get this option, this is the best I'm looking for. All right, because at that times we can refer to the indicators based on daily chart, but right now we cannot. It doesn't mean the price cannot reverse from here, but it is, I'm looking for the best option for the long term. And if we move to forward chart, since the price retests the previous low with the divergence, now we can look for this one. If we get any trade for buy from here, we will take it, and with the tag, or if the price tag previous top, which is somewhere around 166, we start to manage it, because we need to see if we get any trade from here. First thing we consider as a short term. Then from there, if there is a continuation, we keep. If not, we take out the trade. Why? Because we can expect this one turn to a more complex correction. Then we can put this one in relative to this. But right now, there is no way to put this one in relative to this. Okay. But if the prices start to drop from here, we just let it go. Then with the breakout of the previous low, somewhere around 140, any reversal, we take the trade. This is the only way we can look for trade at this point. And if I move to forward chart, okay, we don't need these lines anymore. And right now, if we want to look for trade, as I mentioned, if the prices start to drop from here, we just let it go. But if we get any opportunity to look for buy from here, we will take it. And with the breakout of desktop 156, we move our stop loss to break even if we can. It depends where we get the trade. But if not, with the breakout of 156, if we see the continuation as a short move, we look for the desktop, which is somewhere around 166. But if we see the continuation as a corrective, we take with the trade. We are not going to keep the trade, because we mentioned we can expect this one turn to flat before we get one more drop. We can even expect the price to drop, similar to what I draw here as a channel. And how deep this one can go if we want to look for buy. If we want to look for buy, we don't need to see, we don't want to see the breakout of 147, because mostly if there is a breakout of 147, then we just let it go. Okay. Anyway, any trade from here for buy is a short term, just within this range. And we are more interested to look for the long-term trade, okay? And we are not really interested to look for sell if the prices start to drop from here. The only times we can look for sell if we get one move up, then we see there is no continuation, then from there we will take the sell. In this case, we just follow the chart. We don't see any trade setup right now. The only way is to either we wait for the sharp move flag, or we see if we see the price drop to somewhere around 148 or 147, then we put our entry above here or above here. It depends on the traders. All right. Anyway, this is the only way we can look for trade. It's not really a good trade, but we can consider as a short-term trade. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.